What's up, gang? It's Ryan here from Ruck.Beer. Today we're going to take a look at what you need to pack for a GORUCK Tough event. First thing you want to do is go to the GORUCK website. Make sure that you get their packing list for the most up-to-date things that you have to have. If it's on this list, you need to have it at the start point. So first thing you need is a ruck. It doesn't have to be a GORUCK bag, but they are highly recommended because they are built for these events. I've got the Rucker 3.0 here with me today. Next thing you're going to need is weight. All right. Highly recommend the GORUCK ruck plates. If you're over 150 pounds, which I am, you need to have a 30-pound plate. If you're under 150 pounds, you need to have a 20-pound plate. So I'm going to get this plate in this plate pocket right here. Make sure it's nice and secure. And strap it down. It is good to go. From there, you're required to have a hydration bladder. I like the low-profile 3-liter Source hydration bladder. I've been using this for years, super happy with it. Mine's not full right now, but it will be for the event. I'm going to take this. I have a Rucker 3.0, so I've got this nice little pouch right here that I'm going to slide this into. And then I'm going to thread the valve through the hydration channel right here. If you happen to have a Rucker 4.0, you will not have this this nice little pocket here. So I'm just going to recommend that you just place it in there. If you wanted to, you could get a little carabiner or something and attach the bladder to the D-ring. But I find that they don't move too much during the event. It should be fine just to sit in there. GORUCK also requires that you carry a Nalgene. This is primarily in case something happens to your bladder and it springs a leak. You'll have a secondary source to carry water in. Some people come to the start point with water in their Nalgene. That's just extra weight, so I don't usually have water in there, but I'm just going to set that to the side right here. Next on the list after the Nalgene is that you have to have oral rehydration salts or equivalent. I've always been a big fan of these salt stick caps. I'll put a link for those in the video description. These things are great. It's easier. You don't have to like mix water and stuff and then have all this flavor. It's just pills. Pop them every 30-45 minutes as needed. I've been very happy with those. Typically, I'll just put these in a Ziploc bag and just have a handful of them. But I'm going to carry the whole bag or the whole bottle today since it's super hot out and teammates might need it. All these little periphery things that I carry, I will typically carry in a dry bag inside my bag because at some point you're probably going to go in the water. So I drop my hydration salts in there. Next on the list is you have to have a reflective band. If you've got a Rucker, you've got it built in, you are good to go. Otherwise, you need to go pick up some of those jog light strips that you could place in the Molly on the front for your reflective strips. You'll be required to carry a headlamp. Personally, I'm a big fan of the Petzl E-Light, primarily because it's so small and it gets the job done. In addition to your light, you have to bring a backup battery. These things, for me, run off of these weird watch batteries. Always get a funny look from the cadre when I show them my spare batteries, but it gets the job done. For me, I'm going to place my headlamp in this top pocket here. This is a zip pocket on all the Ruckers except for 4.0 where you're going to have the Velcro. So that is nice and secure. I'm going to take my battery. I keep my spare batteries in a Ziploc bag. There we go. So we got the spare batteries. GORUCK requires that you carry a first aid kit. Here's my first aid kit. It is a Ziploc bag with 3 Band-Aids. If you have any injury that requires more than 3 Band-Aids, you're just in trouble. They don't give you any specifics on what to bring, so this has always been enough for me. In addition, they do tell you to bring hand sanitizer. Cadre, I've never had one check for it, but if they did, I just have this nice little thing of hand sanitizer. So I got my first aid kit. That too is going to go into my dry bag, just like that. After the first aid kit, we need a pair of gloves. Mine are already stored in my front slash pocket here. A lot of people like the mechanics gloves. These are just some random ones I picked up at Lowe's. They work really good, been happy with it. For me, I keep them in my front slash pocket. However, if you've got the Rucker 4.0, I'm sorry, you don't have that pocket. So if I were you, I would probably drop them in this big pocket right inside your ruck. GORUCK does recommend, if the weather is a little bit chilly or not looking too good, that you pack a windbreaker or a shell of a jacket. This is the one that I typically use for events in the winter. It's going to be like 1,000 degrees today and 100% humidity, so I'm not even going to take that with me today, so that's out of the picture. From there, you need your photo ID and your $20 of quitter cash. I like to only bring my ID and the cash, but I also include a credit card. I just wrap them in a band so that they're all together all the time. And I keep that inside this little Ziploc bag as well. I carry the credit card because on the rare occasion, a cadre will stop at like a gas station or something and will allow you to buy a Gatorade or a drink or something like that. So I like to have that available also so that I can pick some up for my teammates if they happen to not have a card or cash available. Like I said, I keep this in a Ziploc bag to keep it safe. During the event, I'll also toss my car keys in here. To begin with, I keep it in this top pocket because during the admin phase of the event, you're going to need to show your quitter cash and your ID to the cadre, so I want it easily accessible. Once I've gone through admin, I'm going to drop it into my dry bag to make sure that it's nice and secure. That is all that is on your packing list. So at this point, I am technically ready to go for my event. Of course, you're allowed to bring snacks. It's only a 12-hour event, so I've got 3 Cliff Bars, which should be more than enough for the event. I will probably stop by CVS and pick up some beef jerky or something. It's always nice to bring a little snack to share with the team. Maybe some M&Ms, just something that might pick up the team during the event. Those 2 are going to drop down into my dry bag. Finally, as I was going through my closet, I did find an extra mouthpiece for the Source Hydration bladder. This one's brand new, never been used. From time to time, these can get lost during an event. So I've never lost one, but I've been on teams where people have. And it's nice to be able to say that, oh, I've got a spare, here you go. So very little weight, could be good for the team. From there, I'm gonna seal up my dry bag. It's just gonna lay here in the middle. I'm gonna seal it up. And now I am fully packed for my GORUCK Tough event. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. You don't need anything else than what I just packed if you're doing a GORUCK Tough. If you're packing more than that, you're probably overpacking. The only exception is maybe for a winter event where you might throw in an extra layer for warmth. That's about it. For my patch, whenever I do memorial events, today I'm doing the Red Wings, Operation Red Wings event. So anytime we do memorial events, I like to create a custom patch for whoever I'm doing the event in honor of. Today it's Master Sergeant James William Trey Ponder III, who died in Operation Red Wings. Simply print out the picture, put some Velcro backing on, maybe laminate it so that it stays fine if you get dunked in the water. Other than that, that is how you pack for your GORUCK Tough event. If you've got any questions about packing out or GORUCK events in general, drop them in the comments of this video or in the blog post. Other than that, we'll see y'all out there.